Welcome back, guys. Had a busy morning doing a few trade and one wholesale delivery. Andy's just bagging up next week's orders that came out the kiln yesterday, so they've had overnight to cool down. I don't like putting hot logs inside a bag, just in case they get a bit stuffy. Kilns are on, burners going, no smoke. And he's getting into the routine of putting the bags on now. So. It's a really nice day today. It's about 20 degrees, nice little breeze. It's a good day for bagging up. We are going to put the cleaner inside when the weather starts to get quite regularly bad. We'll clean that area just inside and we'll put it just on the other side of this wall, and then we can bag up inside and not get it all wet. All them dry scraps down there, that can make either kindling or burner fuel. So turn on the main first. So we will actually bag this up for like rustic kindling. Some people like that. I've got to go and deliver 2 pallets of kindling, and when I get back we're going to mount these fans hopefully. I went and bought some bits this morning to fit them, some threaded rod. They should be done Monday, maybe Tuesday. They went in yesterday evening, which was Thursday evening. I've got all of tomorrow morning's orders inside the grafter left over from yesterday's hiccup with forgetting the kindling. So they're all ready for tomorrow, so I'm not going to unload them all. I'll just put the 2 pallets in the back of the D-Max. Yeah, all good, yeah. Yeah. Grab the other one and then I'll push it in. So these were in the kiln. We took them out of the IBC and just repacked them onto a pallet. So obviously I don't want to get rid of the IBC. That's it, down, that's it, push. I do. Doesn't quite fit in, it's quite annoying.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah. That's right.
Could be alright, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's always like that with 2 pallets. It's weird. You would have thought they would have made it long enough to fit 2 pallets in, but never mind. That's a good thing about a truck, is the lights stay there and the tailgate comes down, so you can still see indicators and stuff, and a number plate underneath there, so it's fine. Perfect. Right. We'll head off and do that. Shouldn't take too long, and then we'll crack on with the fans. I should probably stop telling you guys what's going to happen on the next video, because you probably got the gist now that it changes day to day. Something comes up, or an order comes in, or something slips my mind. You know, I don't know. It is what it is. So this was ready, came out the kiln, emailed the company that takes it, and she said yes please, we need it, we nearly ran out. So 140 nets of kindling heading out, so that's nice little order, regular customer, so keep them all topped up. And it is only 12:41, so we've got plenty of time when we get back. It's not a problem. I like to get them fans in. Well, we're back from the delivery. I've picked up my parcel. That's the Firewood stuff. Next day delivery, if you order before 1, I believe it is. So very good service. So we're putting fan to the side. My kind of theory is I don't want it to be too high up, so you want to keep the heat in there to go around the bottom. I don't really know. I'm just going middle of the kind of area. We're keeping the vents on the door. I was going to have it on the door, but then it means you got to have a loose bit of wire to hinge round. So we're just going to go here, and then we've got a small one to go at the back to get the air moving down the back there, try and push it up this way where it can then get sucked out. It will obviously be sucking air through the burner as such, and also if it needs to, it can suck air through the vents if that creates so much suction. But I didn't want to put any pressure on the burner itself, so I went for a slightly smaller fan for the back. And he's just cutting away. That's a pretty big fan. That's 315mm, I believe. Working temp up to 70 degrees. So I'm hoping, because the motor is actually on the outside, it's not going to get too hot. I'll tell you what, you couldn't plan it. We've got a strengthening bar through here, so we're going to have to cut through that, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too much of a bother. But hey, I mean, I don't think there's one here. I don't know. So we've taken this cover off here. This is where the fridge unit was. We're going to go here. I've just done a test hole with a drill, and it's the metal isn't too thick, so we'll go through here. But Andy recognised that we're not going to be able to do anything on the other side of this until the kiln is empty, so we'll leave this one until next week, and we'll finish the fan the other end because we can get to that, but we'll make a start on this kiln as well. We'll try and get the fans in here, and then when we load this up we haven't got to worry about it, but we'll have to do this when it's empty. These two reefers are completely different. One had one big panel and this one's got two smaller panels, so we're going to take that panel off and try and go through like we did here with the ducting. So me and Andy have just been having a chat round the back, and we don't know what to do round the back basically. We're going to put the fans in this end. We're going to do this, it's actually getting quite late now, so we're going to do this one, and then we'll do exactly the same here, because if I do put fans inside, I'm going to put them along this edge, because I don't stack wood this side anyway because the hot air comes in. So basically I'll have 1, 2, 3, and then I'll have a fan here blowing the air diagonally across. That's only if I don't get enough air movement. So we'll do a big fan on each one here, roughly, and there's a hole at the back, and I can show you it because it's just the other side here. There's a hole here, the same as where I bought this one in, and I was going to put the fan there, but then I thought, do you even need a fan? It can just suck that through. So I was thinking, right, well maybe I have to put a fan in. But if I left it open all the time, the hot air is going to come straight in and go straight back out again. So my idea now is thinking we're going to block that up, and we'll put. Can you see here? There is a gap. There's 4 inlets there, 4 inlets there. I'm going to put the other fan in the middle, low down, to get rid of the stagnant air in the middle of the container, because you've got the pressure of the air coming in that end and you've got the suction that end, but you've got nothing in the middle, and I think getting that air movement in the middle will be a good idea. Also, if you've got fresh air coming in here, the inlets of the centrifugal fans that then pump out along the bottom will be collecting the fresh air anyway. So there's a lot of plus sides to it, I think. It's very much trial and error. I just don't want to put a great hole next to where the hot air's coming in, because it's just going to go straight back out again. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. You need to leave it in the comments. Do you think if I had just sucking fans, it would be okay? Because I think it would pull too much air through the burner itself, or it would kind of starve that fan because it's not getting enough air through the burner. You got to think this is pretty much a sealed unit, and it's connected to that burner, and you're relying on all the air coming through the fans of that burner. So I think you need to let more air in. And I was thinking on the small fans here, you could have a little kind of rubber flap, so the pressure of the kiln keeps it shut, and then when the humidity sensor switches over and the fan comes on, it would blow the flap out the way and let the fresh air in. I don't know. Leave it in the comments, let me know what you think. We're definitely putting a big sucking fan in each end, but do we put smaller fans in at all? And if so, where? We're going to crack on with the other fan now. So put a nut on either side just to sandwich the wall back together, and then we'll put the fan on. We're only doing 2 at the moment. I think that will be absolutely fine. It's not hanging off the ceiling at all, so it'll be fine. Little test fit. Perfect. Lovely. Once that gets nipped down, I think it'll be fine. So as you can see, I have been leaving the door open because there's been a lot of pressure on these vents. I've now completely shut the door, and you can see how much pressure. The fan is even spinning around on its own, just where it's being pushed out, and that's being pushed from the burner. There's a lot of hot air coming out of there. So you can imagine when this actually kicks in properly and sucks it out, it's going to move a lot of air. But then, like I said, I think we need to put in the smaller fans down the bottom there to try and get the air moving. But it's all trial and error. Leave me to give it a go, and then you can find out what the results are. Right, we'll pack up, and I think it's beer time. I don't know whether this camera can pick it up, but it's just heat haze coming out that fan and up. Quite a big fan, that. Right guys, sorry I didn't get the fans done today. I'm just trying to think what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to leave it a couple of days. I'm going to let this video go out on Sunday. And if you guys can leave in the comments what you think is best. Don't forget, we've got air coming from the burner. Hot, dry air coming from the burner. So I don't ideally want an opening right near the inlet, because I don't want it going straight back out again. I've got the centrifugal fans on the roof, sucking it from the roof back down to the bottom, but we do have that bit of kind of stagnant air in the middle where there isn't any inlets. And then at the end, we're going to have the vents in the doors, because we've got constant pressure from the burner, and then we've got the fan, the new big fans that are going to be sucking it out. Do we just have the small fan and the big fan both sucking from multiple points of the kiln, but then you're relying on the air coming in the vents and the burner? Is that going to cause problems? I don't know. Do you have my idea? Having the smaller one and the bigger one was the smaller one was going to push some air in, and then the bigger one was going to take that air as well as some from the burner. But really, thinking about it, you could just have a hole and it will take what is needed anyway out of the hole, so you don't need a fan. But I think I'm going to leave it a couple of days and let you guys have a discussion in the comments. Let me know what you think. There's a few guys with kilns already, a few guys with really good ideas, talking about dehumidifiers and stuff like that. I'm not going that way because I've already got dry hot air coming in from the burner. I don't need to necessarily dry the air that's already in there, because I can getting up to temperature in my kiln is not a problem at all. It's getting the wet air out, and I know that's what a dehumidifier does, but I'm trying to exhaust it out. It's already hot enough in there. In my eyes, to have a dehumidifier, you kind of want to store the heat and just take the moisture out of it, but heat for me is not a problem. It really isn't. So anyway, let me know what you think. I'm going to let this go on Sunday, and probably Sunday lunchtime. We'll have a bit of a discussion. Let me know what you think, and then we can have a bit of a plan of action for early next week. I still need to organise the electrician anyway. But then big fans are going to move some serious air. So yeah, it's all fun and games. Let me do the trial and error, and then we'll find out what works, and then you guys can, copy it or whatever it be. We want to make it as efficient as possible. So it's been a bit of a funny day. We had some stuff going on this morning. Didn't get around to doing the fans until later on, and then we kind of hit a bit of a wall. We just didn't know what we were doing. Well, we didn't know what we were doing, but we just hit a bit of a wall. We didn't have a clear plan. So I'm asking you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. Hopefully it's short because there's not really much happened. But I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.